Hello and welcome back to another video. In today's video I'll be reviewing my custom LEGO Transformers Glyphid. Now Glyphid here is based on this design from the game Deep Rock Galactic, and here's a comparison of the two images, so I do think I managed to get mine quite accurate. And from the side here you can see his spider-like proportions, however he does feature these two big legs. Unfortunately the back is slightly hollow, but for the most part I really like this design, as it does fill in quite well. And obviously being an original character, I had a lot more creative freedom with this design. And I did use the legs from the LEGO Harry Potter Aragog set. And obviously the teeth are accurate to the game, where he does have some bigger ones, as well as the little ones in the middle and little ones for the bottom. And here are the teeth more closely, as well as the head more closely. Obviously there's no eyes, as the in-game model doesn't have them. And even though the spikes on the legs aren't a different colour on the game model, I decided to do them white here so they would stand out more. And here's the three back legs, which like I said use the Harry Potter spider leg piece. Unfortunately I ran out of some of this dark brown colour here, but for the most part it is quite filled in, except just here at the back, but obviously you don't see him from that angle very often. But I do enjoy this design. So for some comparisons, here he is with the Studio Series Scourge, since I'm not really sure what I can compare a massive spider to. But just to give you a sense of scale, here he is with a Jeep Bumblebee, so you can see he is actually quite large for a spider. And here he is with the Titanium Tetrajet mold. I think this is Sunstorm specifically. And here he is with the Titans Return Ravage mold, since they're both beasts. And here he is with a Marvel Legends figure. But that's it for the comparisons. So now it's time for his transformation. So to start off with, we'll take the back abdomen section and fold it up on these ball joints, as these will become the legs. Next we can go to the front. We'll take this brown piece above his head, and using a ball joint this will just fold up, as it is on a double hinge joint. Now coming back to the legs, we can just split them apart, as they are on a single stud connection. And for the rest of the legs, we can take these spider legs, and using these joints, the back two will be able to fold through here, and they will rest on the back of the thighs. And for the robot mode head, first we can rotate it up the way, as it is on this T-joint, and now we can fold it forward so it is in the correct position. And now to start off with the arms, they're on this double hinge joint, so you need to fold them so they're higher up on the torso. So you can see here this is them in their robot mode configuration. Now taking the first set of the smaller legs, we can use this joint and spin them around to the back, and using the hinge we can collapse them into the torso. And now, using the hinge in the middle of the torso, we can collapse the two halves so the mouthpiece will sit over the legs. And it should look something like this. Now for the arms, we can just get them into the robot mode configuration using the ball joints. And coming back to the legs, we can take them on these ball joints and give them a chicken leg design, as this will keep them more stable in robot mode. And for the backpack, we can take those two spider legs and point them up to the sky, as they will just rotate around. So they will be sticking over his shoulder in robot mode. We can also take the back piece on the hinge joint, as well as the ball joint, and rotate around and collapse it to the back. So here Glyphid is in his robot mode. In my opinion, this is one of the best robot modes I've done, as it is an original character, so there's nothing to base the design on, so I could take creative liberties. And in my opinion, this robot mode suits his kind of creepy crawly design. And I do like these legs sticking over the back. And I gave his robot mode legs this chicken leg design, just like most of the movie designs. Unfortunately, the head doesn't have much detail, but that is due to the fact that it has to fit into the torso during the conversion. And here you can see the chicken leg design better, as well as how the other legs rest as heels along the back of the leg. And you can see the backpack does fold up quite nicely, and everything compresses. And here are the legs sticking over the shoulder, which I think looks quite cool for this design. And it reminds me of the old Black Arachnia animated figure, which I've recently acquired in my collection. I also like his mouth design, as due to the black pieces behind it, it looks like a gaping cavity when viewed from the front. and the teeth do give him quite a mean appearance. So for some comparisons, here he is with the Legacy Silver Streak, who is one of the Datsun molds. And here he is with the Titan's Return Ravage mold. And here he is compared to a Marvel Legends figure, so he is quite small in his robot mode. Here he is next to the Speed Champions McLaren, as well as a LEGO minifigure. So like I said, he is actually quite small in the robot mode. And this is mainly due to the fact that he does compress quite a lot into the transformation. Now I'm not going to cover articulation, but you can see he has a ball joint and a hinge joint at the elbow. And unfortunately there's nothing at the wrist just due to how he's built. And the hips also have ball joints here, so they can move all about. And there's not really anything at the knees just due to how the legs are designed. So you can see there they would be able to hinge slightly, but that would make him off balance. So that is my review for my custom LEGO Transformers Glyphid based on the game Deep Rock Galactic. So I hope you all enjoyed this video, and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe if you want to see more weekly Transformers. So I'll be seeing you all next week. But before that, if you want to be able to vote on which video I post, then you can go check the YouTube community tab, as there I'll have votes for which video I'm posting. So I hope you all had a great week, and I'll see you next time.